On the opposing team is the Patriots head coach zeroing in on. We have Mike Giardi here with more. Hey, Mike.
When Bill Belichick first addresses the opposing team during one of his press conferences, he usually begins with an opening statement. In this opening statement about the LA Chargers, he dove right into Joey Bosa. He said Bosa is a one-man wrecking crew and one of the most disruptive players in the National Football League. Now, Belichick and the Patriots have only faced Bosa once in his tenure, first with San Diego and, of course, now in L.A., and he had just one tackle and didn't get anywhere near Tom Brady in the 2018 playoffs. But that's the key, right? Tom Brady was the quarterback, and before he went to Tampa Bay, where he's holding on to the ball a lot longer, he got rid of it very quickly and neutralized Bosa and Melvin Ingram on the other side. Cam Newton, he is not Tom Brady in that regard. Holds on to the ball a lot longer. In fact, as I was going through it in my mind's eye, there's really only one time I can remember the Patriots offense looking remotely like it did with Brady in its heyday, and that was in Week 1 against the Miami Dolphins to start the second half when the ball came out quick. Cam Newton, Joey Bosa, I have a feeling they're going to meet a few times on Sunday.
I have a feeling we're going to talk about it right now in a mad minute. Appreciate you, Giardi. Patriots-Chargers, one of the great matchups ahead on Sunday. Great slate, 60 seconds on the clock. You guys know how this works. Pat's getting ready to take on L.A. What has you excited, KB?
We got ants in my house.
You got ants, Jerry?
Yeah, we got ants.
Okay,
ants.
Rod
We really have, and I keep trying to kill them, and I'm sending all these traps and spraying. They keep coming back, and they're all over the peanut butter, and they're all over the Swedish fish, and all the stuff that
maybe there's some Jolly Ranchers down there.
Yes, they're all over everything. I can't kill the ants. The Patriots are the ants. They keep coming back. You can put out that little gel trap. You can put anything. They keep coming back. If they win this weekend, they get to 6-6, and it could be a game out of the playoffs with 4 to play. You got to kill those ants.
That's right. That's right. Well, my aunt is coming to visit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's coming to visit, and she always wants to control everything and make sure we're on a schedule. I feel like when it comes to Bill Belichick, he knows how to play against rookies. He knows how to control the narrative. What he's going to do is put this game plan up against Justin Herbert. I think he's going to make him feel like a rookie in this one.
What aunt is coming to visit?
I just wanted to say that. Kyle said that.
Global pandemic. Los Angeles is in peril right now. They're talking about a 3-week shutdown. And the Patriots are getting on a plane and going to L.A. and not only playing this week, but might stick it around for another week for next week. This is a fascinating time. Belichick's been up against a lot. Let's see how this road trip goes. I don't know. I'm very curious.
Chargers haven't beaten the Patriots since 2008. Wow, that was a long time ago. That happened to be the last time they faced them without Brady. That was the Matt Castle 11-5 season. Falcons hosting the Saints in Atlanta. What are we looking for here? Eeny, meeny, miny, Nate.
Well, listen, the Saints beat the Falcons, it was a couple weeks ago, and the Falcons have been playing well as of lately over the last 6 weeks. I feel like the Falcons, they have to sell out to stop the run. And I know that sounds simple, right? Stop Kamara, but it's more about stopping Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill, he still hasn't thrown a pass TD yet. That doesn't matter. I'm not saying he can't pass, but pick one. Choose one. How do you want the Saints to beat you? Would you rather force Taysom Hill to throw or let him run all over you like he has been?
I think it's a very, very dangerous game for the Saints.
Agreed.
Falcons just blew the doors off the Raiders. They couldn't care less. They love their coach. They've seen Taysom already. They know the team really well. Very dangerous game. My little thing I would throw out here, and maybe I'll throw it to you. Yeah. If the Saints go down in this game, let's say they go into halftime and they're down 23-9, does Jameis come out? Does he come out to play?
That's where I'm going, because guess what?
Chucking it.
They won 31-3 or 31-0 last week to the Taysom missed a bunch of passes.
Like the Kendall Hinton game.
Yes, and Taysom ran great, and the defense was amazing. Like, the first half, if you're watching that game, at no point are you like, Taysom Hill is leading this team to the Super Bowl. So as much as we do a celebration over Taysom Hill and his numbers and his rushing touchdowns, this is kind of like the game where it's like, all right, got to do it again, and 3-0 with Taysom Hill, Saints are in a good spot.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some packages for Jameis anyway in this game, whether or not it's going well or not well. Wild to think that now the Saints over the past 2 seasons are 7-0, undefeated without Drew Brees on the field.
Teddy B.
Rams Cardinals battling it out in Arizona. What intrigues you in this one, Schrager?
I mentioned it earlier. McVay doesn't lose to Arizona, and every time the Rams seem to have a bad loss, they have Arizona next. If you remember, they lost to the Eagles when Carson Wentz got hurt. They went to Arizona, they took care of business. Last year, they had a terrible loss on Monday night. They go to Arizona, they get right, they win. I feel like this is their ultimate hangover cure, the Cardinals. And yet, Arizona's season is on the line. I cannot wait for this game. It's another late window, like, weird game. Love Rams-Cardinals. Let's see if McVay can keep going.
Well, let's see if the Cardinals keep going. They're the cool thing this year, right? They're the fun team, the Hail Mary. Since the Hail Mary hasn't been great. You lose to the Seahawks, you lose to the Patriots. I mean, they were going to take that division, and now it's like, oh, we got to make sure we make the playoffs. Yeah. I think it's a fun story with fun players. I want to see them get it done, but like they're clinging right now. It's not going well. They got to turn this around.
Yeah, Kay, you had an interesting nugget earlier about how the Cardinals start slow in games. The Rams, they outscore their opponents in the second half. That's what they do. So if they start slow versus this Rams team, you know that Sean McVay is going to have these Rams ready to go in the second half, and they can run away with this thing before it even gets started.
1 out of 10 possessions, first possession, have they scored a touchdown? Not good. It's a field goal, I think a turnover. It has not been pretty. And that was way back. I think it was a DeAndre Hopkins touchdown like week 2 of the season. This is the first time these two teams, guys, are meeting with a winning record this late in the season.
Wow.
Since 1984. That's when it was the L.A. Rams
good year.
And the St. Louis Cardinals. So there's all sorts of weird layers to that one. Okay, Sunday Night Football bringing us an AFC West showdown. Broncos-Chiefs at Arrowhead. What are we keeping our eye on? And this one, guy with the Jolly Ranchers.
Yes. Now I'm going with Kelsey and Hill. I want them to have a bunch of receiving yards. Peter,
Yeah.
This amazing segment that no two players have gone 1-2 in receiving yards in a season since the 70s, back in the Chargers days. And Peter, you're doing the thing. I'm like, come on, Reggie and Marvin had to do it. To Alvin and Irvin, none of those guys do it. Carter and Muzzy never did it. So I'm rooting for that because I want a sequel to that segment.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm just looking at Tyreek Hill. You know, I'm always fascinated by how easily he gets open. And it's not easy because he's fast, he runs good routes. But the fact that Tyreek Hill is on the receiving end of just beautiful balls thrown by Patrick Mahomes, I'm just going to continue to watch him. But I feel like he's resetting the narrative of what we thought a wide receiver looks like.
It feels like tit for tat now with Rodgers and Mahomes and who's going to one-up each other. And, like, now we have a Mahomes primetime game where it's going to be Sunday night against the Broncos defense. Does Mahomes just go absolutely up, or does he take a step back? I feel like it's his race for MVP. It's wide open.
Yeah.
And here's the Mahomes showcase game yet again on national television with Al and Chris drooling all over it.
Peter, both those teams, Broncos and Chiefs, have had some great battles against the Browns over the years. Why are you wearing that jersey?
I'm wearing a Browns jersey because the Browns sent me a Sione Takitaki jersey, number 44. I have gotten a source from NFL Team Shop to text me and tell me that sales are way down on these jerseys since I put it on.
Oh, that's not true.
Sorry, Takitaki.
Aren't you an influencer, Peter?
Yeah, my TikTok game is...
Chiefs Broncos is Sunday night. The Chiefs have won 10 straight over Denver. I just want to see them blow them out.
The Chiefs?
Yeah, like they let these teams hang around. They let the Bucks do it. They let the Panthers do it. They let the Raiders do it. Blow out the Denver Broncos. You have 10 straight wins over them.
I do too.
Really?
If he's chasing down a kick or what. Get Kendall Hinton in the game.
Seriously.
Kendall Hinton, the cable